Hi everyone, it's Sunday, June 2nd, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. So we'll start with the U.S. hide market where, even though it was a short holiday week, prices still managed to slip lower. Some selections lost up to $1 in their reported prices, but again, this week there were plenty of rumors about sales at lower levels. Essentially, nothing has changed because demand is still below par and we're just now at the start of the typically slow season. The previous week saw heavy Texas steers drop $1 to sell at $21 for seasonal averages, and that is where they stayed this week. Cow interest is quite poor, but sellers have been able to move some quantities in recent weeks, albeit at lower than posted prices. Combined export sales for the period ending May 23rd were again higher at 598,800, and this time it was because of actually higher rawhide sales and not wet blue. Combined shipments, however, were down by 9% this week at 512,800. Estimated slaughter for the week ending yesterday, June 1st, was down by 11% because of the Monday holiday, so the total was just 540,000. Turning to Europe, editor Andrea Guolo says that prices continue to fall and production is being held back by the lack of orders. In Italy, the government is moving toward renegotiating tannery credits since many of them are in financial difficulty. Looking at British origins, prices dropped. Slaughter is high and demand is very weak, so they had to come down. The 36 plus English ox fell by 5 pence to 75 cents per kilo sterling. And for Irish sellers, prices were also lower at 79 cents per kilo in euros. And actually the intermediate sizes are having particular price problems. For European bulls, the demand versus supply situation is really unchanged, but prices did sink a little lower during the week. Reference prices for North German bulls at 40 to 49 kilos were lower at 90 to 92 cents per kilo in euros. South German hides were also down by about the same amount. Among European cows, prices are in general decline. Actually, the economic upholstery uses are particularly slow, but leather goods orders are also lacking. And looking at veal skins, declines haven't yet materialized and prices are still surprisingly high for the best material. Not at the peak, but still quite high. In his analysis this week, Andrea discusses what's going on with supply and what it's doing to prices, which are all on the decline. He also runs down the situation with work and employment in the Italian tanning sector. From South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports that the average price of fresh hides actually dropped by 5 cents this week to 96 cents in reals per kilo. The reference price of TR1 also fell, and it dropped 4 cents to settle at 66 cents per square foot in US dollars. In other news, Asintical discussed the impacts of the digital platform taxation in Brazil. And also in Brazil, the BF show closed its second edition successfully last week. In Mexico, fashion exports and imports are falling. And in Uruguay, leather exports were higher in the January through April period compared to last year. That is all we have for this week. And until next week, good night from HideNet.